Last thing we'll look at here is what happens when the stock warrants are allowed to expire. So for whatever reason, the holders of the warrants chose not to convert the warrants to stock. Maybe they didn't have the money to convert it, but that's probably less likely. It's probably more likely that the share prices are below the exercise price, so there's no reason that a warrant holder would even want the stock, because they'd be losing on every share they convert. So remember, we're the company here, so I've got the T account here on the screen showing us what the value is still sitting in the equity account for the warrant, the paid in capital warrant. Really, this entry is not even necessary, honestly, because if you think about what we're doing here, we're sitting in the equity section of the balance sheet with this $3 million that's paid in, and we're saying it's simply going to be moved to another paid in capital account related to the warrants. So we learned in class that what's going to happen is we're going to debit the paid in capital for the warrants for the amount of the expired options, which in this case is $3 million. And the idea here is that we move it right into the same section of the balance sheet, the equity section. It's going to a paid in capital. We said something like warrants expired. The only reason you would do that is to show the investors or the existing shareholders that the $3 million is no longer potentially dilutive. It's never going to be converted, so we moved it to an expired account. Notice we don't move it to retained earnings. We keep this portion separate from retained earnings because we reserve retained earnings for net profit, net loss, and dividends that are paid out of an organization. So that's the final portion of this problem.